Life ain't a game, it ain't funny, nigga. Cause when it rains and it pours, it ain't sunny, nigga. I seen a lot of niggas change over money, nigga. Cause when it rains and it pours, it ain't sunny, nigga. You a soldier, nigga, and you down to ride. When it's
what's good? It's your boy Tank Tompkins. Another great episode, No Risk, No Reward podcast. Before we even get started, I like to do this every time before I start. I give praise to the Most High for everything, you know, for even bringing us together today. And I say everything happens for a reason. So it was divine intervention that me and you crossed paths.
Of course, brother, of course.
Shout out to my man Beezolay, Bronx native, 518 representative.
All day, all
you know what I mean? Long time. We've been doing a lot of politicking.
Right.
And today was the day that we got together, and we're going to do our big one today.
Yeah,
you know, we're going to get into who you are, when you started doing music, what make you still pursue music.
Right.
We're gonna get into some hood news. We're gonna get into everything.
Yeah,
you know
let's
what I
do
mean?
it. Let's get into it.
Let's do our big one. You know what I mean? Before we get into it, y'all know what I do every week. Hood news is good news. So let's get into that hood news, our weekly news.
Yeah.
We always talk about hip hop on our news because this is the premise of this show. Yeah, everybody that knows me know I've been in the industry for 20 some odd years. Record deals, traveled the world with numerous people. And I'm just happy to be here, man. I'm happy for this platform so we can support each other in different kind of ways. You know what I mean? I see a lot of shit going on in the 518, and I'm not just gonna say 518, I'm gonna say the industry, and I'm gonna keep pushing this narrative that I see nobody supporting nobody no more. It's a dog eat dog. It's a crab in the barrel situation with this music. And I feel like if the 518 got together and supported each other, it'll make other people watch, because it starts from home. It starts from within. You understand what I'm saying? But sometimes you gotta just worry about you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's the big picture of the situation. You know what I mean?
Right. No, you right. I do believe that it's a form of unity. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
It's a respect level. You know what I mean? This is just me. This is my opinion. I feel everyone should respect everyone's craft. You know what I mean? I don't think no one should feel lesser because they don't fit in a certain realm with a certain set of people. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
I think a form of unity out of respect. Like, we all from here. So this is our music. Not I mean like we the best or we the best. No, we all the best because we all from here. Now when the outsiders, not saying outsiders, when New Yorkers, other people come here, yeah, they gotta know it's us. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
It's us. This is Albany. The Albany music is us.
That's a fact. And I see rappers come here and I see they bypass everybody. You know, they'll have shows. I don't see nobody from the town opening up for dudes. I don't see no 518 first.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I say this to the party promoters also, and I'm gonna have a couple of party promoters coming up here in the next couple of episodes. And I feel like when y'all have artists here, push your peoples too. You know what I mean? Push your peoples too, man. It's none of that.
I believe is, you know, like it should be given. It should be a give and take. You know what I'm saying? I'm only doing my assumption. I believe we should build it first. We should make it to where 500 people come and watch us rap.
That's a fact.
Because once 500 people come watch us rap, they can't tell us no.
That's a fact.
Because we don't need you. 500 people already come and watch us rap and pay $45
That's right.
to watch 12 people rap, and we split. Let's do the math. I just said 500 times $45.
That's the bag.
Yeah, that's the bag. So for me, because once we build that, and every time we show up, regardless of what side is showing up, it's 500 people.
You can't destroy what's already built.
That's what has to happen.
And we gotta rebuild this place. That's how I feel.
And I see it. It's starting. I'm watching just like you watching. Everyone is doing. I don't see the people that I've been watching for 10 years sitting down. You know what I mean? I don't want to say names, but they working. Everybody's working. All sides are working.
That's right.
All sides of the track is working. All sides of the street is working. I'm seeing promoters. I'm seeing clothing. I'm seeing videos out the wazoo. I'm hearing all new music.
That's a fact.
So it's happening. I mean, I'm watching brothers change their life, bodies, and all of that online. You know what I mean? Brothers that are from here, I'm watching them do it. People that I've seen degenerates, and they're no longer that. They are small. They're mini leaders now. So it is happening. But what has to happen is a form of, the bag is not just your bag. The bag is Albany's bag. We should all be able to tap into that bag.
That's dope.
At any given time.
That's dope.
We have our own stadium.
You're right.
We have our own palace.
You have your own DJ.
Yeah. We have.
You got your own cameraman.
We have concert halls that hold 3,000 people.
That's a fact. Why we not in there?
I seen a bunch of gentlemen put a battle on in one of those places and damn near fill it up. They got the bag. But that has to happen for everybody.
That's a fact.
For it to work. For when the celebrity, because remember, Albany is a hub for celebrities. How many celebrities have been up here? I know for a fact because I got to hang out with a couple of them. Tracy Morgan came, that's my dog.
Peoples, he from my hood.
That's my dog. And that's funny, he's from the Bronx too.
And Brooklyn, yeah.
Right, he's from my hood.
Brooklyn, yeah.
He's from my hood.
That's
so
a fact.
That's like my brother's best friend. So when he came up here, that's a celebrity. I've seen Jamie Foxx up here. Jay-Z was just up here. They all come up here.
Let me tell you a brief story about Tracy Morgan. He took me to the Bronx when I was 15 years old. And it was a group of dudes that rap from the Bronx. They was called the Henchmen. Did you hear them before? Big Jim. I forgot the rest of a couple of dudes' names from the Bronx. And I was supposed to sign to that record label at the time, which ended up becoming Terror Squad, Terror Squad Records. You know what I mean? So I was around for the premise of that. But Tracy Morgan is a very, very good dude, very good friend of mine, very good people of mine.
I got four Tracy Morgan stories. I met Tracy Morgan when I was in the first grade. I met Tracy Morgan when I was 13. I met Tracy Morgan when I was 17. And I met Tracy Morgan before I went to the feds. I'm not meet him, but I had interactions with him. The fourth time was at the Palace. And I was old enough, and I'm rapping, right? And he did a show at the Palace, and you can look it up. I'm in the front row, me, my brother, my uncle, we going crazy. We got to see him at the side door, and I said the magic name. That's when I knew, like, I said my older brother's first name to him, his original birth name, and he brought me into the hotel. We chilled, we got to hang out and all that.
He's from Tompkins Projects, but he definitely grew up in the Bronx.
He did. Like, he
definitely grew up in the Bronx.
He's my, like, the day he went to Cali, the weeks of him going to Cali, he was with my brother. He almost got shot up. Yeah. And he went to Cali, met Martin.
Very good dude, man.
Yeah, he's a real good dude. Tracy's like a real good
Shout out to Tracy Morgan.
Yeah, shout out to Tracy Morgan.
Shout out to Jim Morgan, his brother Jim. First dude to put me in a professional studio.
That's
you know what I mean?
Tracy Morgan is
good dude,
him and
man.
TK Kirkland, yo. I gotta give a shout out to both of those men. They know a lot about a lot of music. They've been around for a long time.
Tracy been around.
Yeah.
He like a dinosaur in this shit, for real.
He know a lot of people who did make it. He know a lot of people who did make it.
That's a fact.
He know everybody. You know
That's
what I mean?
a fact.
He do.
That's a definitely. Did you listen to shout out to Lil Wayne. I listened to the Carter 6 last night. Big Drop is #1 on Billboard, #1 on iTunes, #1 on Apple Music. It's the #1 album all over the place.
Right.
Did you listen to the album?
I'm a keep it 100. I'm a voyeur of streamers. So I watch people who do things they're doing what we're doing now. And bring up the projects and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So I listen to it.
You got some cups and shit?
With other people. I like to listen to the music with podcasters and streamers.
Yeah.
So I spend hours upon hours just watching YouTube,
Yeah.
So from my perspective, I think because I'm a giant Lil Wayne fan.
Me too.
Like, so I'm kind of disappointed in my dog.
Me too.
You know what I mean? I was assuming he was gonna go back to the roots. You know what I mean? I didn't. You know what I mean? I thought he was gonna come back and just.
You know what I noticed about big celebrities when they drop an album after hiatus?
Yeah.
They try to fit in.
Yeah, they want to put everybody in.
He should have did Lil Wayne.
He should have
and not made an industry album.
Right. He should have excluded the industry and gave us
a Lil Wayne album.
Yeah, he should have gave us a mixtape series.
That's a fact.
In album form.
He should have did a mixtape first, and then an album.
I believe we did. I believe Lil Wayne has given us all the mixtape he could give us.
I don't think so. I think he should have did a mixtape and just put everybody that's hot in the streets on it, and then cooked. You understand? Even if that mixtape would have been an album, I feel like he should have dug to the streets for this.
I felt that's what I felt. That's what I mean. I mean it should have been. It shouldn't have been no celebrities, no people nobody like that. It should have been hardcore hip hop rap people. And you getting in the ring with the Barsmith.
That's a fact.
That's what I wanted to hear. I wanted you getting in the ring with the niggas who can rap.
Benny the Butcher.
Yeah, you ain't that. You did that song.
Doing some songs.
It should have been that song. It should have been those records. It should have been records with you and the spitters and you spitting because you not spitting, dog. There's no comp. It
was an industry album to me.
Yeah, it was no comp. Where's the competition at?
It had no substance.
Yeah, where was the comp for you, Lil Wayne?
Yeah,
that was a layup.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was disappointed, but I was disappointed.
There was no risk taking.
I ain't gonna say I was disappointed.
Safety net album.
Yes, it was an industry album.
Very safety.
It was a let me get these albums out the way so I can get out this contract.
He didn't want to get dog walked by MCs. How about that? He didn't want to get dog walked because that's what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rappers are outside, and we want to dog walk them because we tired of looking at y'all. Bro. We tired of looking at you and you saying you the best.
That's a fact.
But we've listened to you for 10 years, and we know rappers that are way better than you. We know
the perfect example of what we're speaking about right now. Kendrick and Jake. It's the perfect example of what
we're
just
gonna segue
happened.
into my last year. That's all I did last year was study that thing.
Kendrick did the ultimate. If you gonna go at the throne, you gotta go at the king.
You gotta take everything down.
You gotta go at the king.
Not just the king. You gotta take down the kingdom. You gotta take down all his subordinates. You gotta take down the castle. You gotta disrupt the food. Yeah. You gotta bring famine to the land. He did all the things. He did it all.
He did it, and I was proud of
that. To the point where we talked about it outside. That his album sounds so fire. You know why it sounds so fire? You want to know really why it sounds so fire?
Because he had to get dusted off one time.
We heard 40 Drake records. They were all garbage.
You're right.
He dropped the what that shit was called, the shit where he had the internet shit where he had what was it called? We had like the little website. All of those songs is trash.
All those songs are trash.
Then he came out with the super sexy, sleepy songs for you.
Yeah.
Trash. Come on, dog, stop. But now because you done heard so much garbage, decent records sound fire.
That's a fact. And I feel like he got dog walked so bad. That now is just his time. And I think it humbled him.
But it ain't gonna happen because Kendrick not done. It's a 5-year plan. This is a 5-year plan. We don't to destroy your enemy. You have to totally destroy.
That's a fact. 48 laws of power.
Yes, we know. And you think it stopped at year 2? It's no, year 5. Drake will be finished.
That's a fact.
We're already going to court. Or mad stuff coming out about you. You know what I mean? Like you can't perform. Look, when's the last time Drake performed in America?
You know why? Because he went at the machine. Yeah. When you go at the machine, you have to. When he went after Universal, you have to be prepared to be taken down.
He was prepared. He knew what he was. He know what he's doing.
He gonna get the bag. He gonna get a check from that too.
What kind of check?
He's gonna get a check from
What kind of check do you think he gonna get?
He gonna get a check.
Why do people think he's gonna win? I just want to know why they think he's gonna win.
The reason I say I think he's gonna win.
You suing the company for stuff that you just want to blow the whistle that everything that you believe what they did for Kendrick they was doing for you.
Yeah, because he believes that record wouldn't have blew if they didn't put no muscle behind it.
They have to.
But they have to. He's an artist on their label. So when something picks up momentum and they see that it's gonna make them money, of course they're gonna put money behind
Drake it. But Drake is the artist who has the ability and can suppress records. He wondered why he couldn't suppress that record. And he doesn't understand why. And I don't want to blow it up because it ain't my business to
blow it up.
You know what I'm saying? Like
say what
that deal is designed to where you can't interfere in what he does.
Yeah, because he was signed to too many different entities also.
Who?
Top Dog. Then he got the other label.
No, right now. We're talking about right now. At this very moment, Every record that came out in the disc is Kendrick's.
That's a fact.
It's 100% his publishing.
That's a fact.
He has a licensing deal with Interscope, and he has a distribution deal
with Top Dog, right?
No, he's not with Top Dog.
Oh, so that's what they was going through their little discrepancy.
PJ Lang it took 5 years to make that to bring it to fruition. If you go look at the PG Lang website, it's a bunch of links. There's nothing else but links. All the links tell you exactly what PG Lang has been doing since the day it was created. You feel me? When Dot took the hiatus, it wasn't a hiatus. We had COVID. Why would I drop the best album in the whole world during COVID? He waited. Once COVID was allowed for people to come out, it came out. That deal, that album allowed him to leave Top Dog. He didn't leave. No, the big homie, I'm not leaving. I'm just going to do me. I'm in the group. Everything I do is still us. You look at all these hits that I made us.
That's a fact.
We have 5. Look, we won 17 Grammys. You got 17 Grammys in your crib too. What do you mean?
It's a fact.
Every time I hit the stage, my last tour, I'm number 3 ever. That's a Top Dog tour.
That is.
So what we talking about?
You right.
I'm a grown up. I'm going to get mines now.
Yep.
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start my own company with my man. He used to be the president of your company.
See, this is how the Pac situation was. Pac gave you the biggest records of your career to Death Row, and when he wanted to leave, all they wanted to do was keep him by offering him extended hand.
Because that's how the game go. But if you understand the 48 laws of power,
that's a fact.
To become a king, you gotta make other kings.
That's a fact.
For Top Dog to become the illest nigga to ever do it, he gotta let Dot do this.
He has to.
He has to.
He has to.
Look. Dot and them got a song that's Double Diamond. That's the only Double Diamond record in the world, dogs. Him and SZA. That's a Top Dog record. Written by Kendrick.
One? The old one?
The Stars. All the Stars.
How that's one go again?
Damn, that's my All the Stars are ocean. All the stars are clean.
Yeah. All right.
The Black Panther joint,
yeah, the Black Panther
that's
joint.
That's $1 billion song on $1 billion movie. What we talking about? We not gonna let Dot do him?
That's a fact.
PG Lang come out. I own all the masters. So I'm dissing Drake with records that I own.
Shout out to Gran Carino, Kevin Hart, Reposado.
UGM, you gonna stop the bag? Universal? You can't stop the record because you can't go to the record.
So what happens now? What you think happens now between Universal and Drake?
Oh, we just gonna find out all the bad stuff that's been going on in the record label.
That's it.
That's what this is about.
That's it.
Yeah, I forced Drake to do what I wanted him to do. Tell. I don't have to tell the world what's going on. You're gonna tell.
You're gonna tell.
Yes, because that's
I'm gonna make you the bad guy.
Yes, you're gonna tell.
Because I ain't want to be the bad guy.
I shitted on you. I took everything from you, and you still
I'm gonna make you tell.
Yes, I'm gonna make you tell what's really going on. So rappers like us.
That's like the feds grabbing the plug and you telling on the plug. That's what's happening right now with these two dudes.
You a plug and you telling on the plug. Yeah, but we tried to get this nigga, but he tricked us into getting you.
That's it.
While I'm running, while I'm running around the whole country, making sure you can't perform here. Every stadium I went to is in spots you used to do arenas. I've made more money in every state that you've ever made music in already. This nigga not playing with that boy. He not playing with that boy. He cooking him. Yeah. I'm sitting back like, God damn, Drake, fight back.
So with this Diddy shit,
Diddy.
I kind of feel like the Diddy shit also is kind of like the same kind of situation.
Yeah, Diddy's
because listen. Let me say this. Let me say this. Because even if Diddy wins this case,
he gonna win, bro.
They already embarrassed him, though.
My son just freaky.
They embarrassed him. They tarnished him.
You can't embarrass a freak. You can't slut shame a slut.
They embarrassed him, though.
You can't slut shame a slut, dog.
They didn't embarrass him?
No, you can't slut shame a slut. There's already videos of Diddy with the hair. There's already videos of Diddy with niggas and he ass naked and he dancing. How can you slut shame a slut?
Put that shit on the fucking...
What's happening is everybody's being shamed.
That's a fact.
That's what's really
They're coming for everybody.
They're just shaming everyone. This is your time. Cat already told us you lie. It's time. You're gonna be shamed. If you was running around with Diddy and he played with your butt, guess what's gonna happen? We're gonna know.
They're gonna know.
Look, we know now why Drake got beat up. It had nothing to do with the beat. It had everything to do with Cassie. We remember everybody was believing, yeah, Diddy beat Drake up over the beat. No. It was over Cassie. Cassie wanted to get peed on by Drake, and for Diddy wasn't having it. Did I say that?
No, you said it.
I said it. We gotta know. We gotta put two and two together. Drake a nasty nigga, Cassie a nasty bitch.
When the judge said,
excuse me,
I see a lot of what the judge said. I see a lot of personal shit going on in this case, but I don't see no sex trafficking,
right?
Because they just wanted to embarrass him now. Right. So they like, if we can't beat you, we're gonna embarrass you to where you lose your endorsements, to where you lose everything, because we can't beat you.
How old is Diddy?
Diddy is 50 something, right?
How long he been?
Come on, let's see. Let's see.
Yeah, let's get. How old is P Diddy? We're gonna play math and semantics at the same time.
He's been in charge.
It's gonna get ugly.
He been in charge for a long time, man.
And he been freak nasty the whole time. So that means he's
55.
Right, and I know for a fact when Diddy was 25, he was getting in trouble already.
I
know when Diddy was 21, he was starting. A riot happened and a couple people died.
Yeah. So what school? Manhattan.
At Howard Homecoming, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So we gonna stop acting like this ain't a nigga who been doing this. You think he
was in Manhattan Center?
It was one of those colleges where something happened.
I think it was Manhattan Center,
right? Where
New York.
Excuse me, you know what I mean? But you know something happened. We talking about Sean Puffy Combs, P Diddy.
Let me get my water.
This is the guy. This is the guy who had a show and made kids walk.
Yeah, you're right.
So what is it? What is the baby oil shit? It's not him. It's all the people that was there doing it. That's the problem. What the fuck? You knew this nigga was doing it. Why you keep coming?
You know how this shit go, man. And the Diddy shit just got me like all over the place. I stopped watching it. I stopped following it because I know what they doing to Diddy. I see what they doing to Diddy. They're tearing him down, and I really think he's.
But if he gets out of jail, what is it actually gonna do? He's not gonna be broke.
He's not gonna be broke, but he's not gonna be able to have.
He can do what he want. I get whatever I want. He gonna get what he want. He gonna get what he want.
He can't.
If he get out, he got what he wants.
His shot.
He been shot, dogs. He been shot. He been shot since he lost the alcohol. Y'all don't understand.
But you remember he fought them. And he won.
And now look, he won. He really won. You telling me he about to lose it all? How did he win?
You're right. See, I love a debater. I love to get somebody on here that's not surface level. A lot of y'all dudes, get y'all fucking knowledge up what's going on. Stop being surface level, man. We want to talk. We gonna talk for real. You feel me?
Remember, the internet is undefeated. So anytime some new information coming out, either it's the truth or it's a lie, it will get spread like wildfire. So it's up to you to decipher. You know how many stories I done heard about what's going on at Diddy house? You know how many videos I done watched of things that's going on at Diddy house? And all of y'all celebrities still go?
Still go.
What are we talking about?
Still go. They still go.
My mama told me don't go over there. Them boys ain't no good.
I don't want to see you with the boys.
Yeah.
They up to no good.
They up to no good, man.
Yo, but it's crazy because what was the name of the record label? Bad Boy.
Look.
Take that. He a bad boy. Yo, Diddy, you a bad boy, bro. You fucking.
Why we acting like RuPaul wasn't running around the same time?
You're right.
Like, what are we saying?
The internet, I feel like Diddy case wouldn't have been so big if the internet is undefeated. They take something this small and make it this big, bro.
And now Diddy,
for real,
he went from he's infamous now. He's an infamous man. Now, you feel me? Infamous men they rarely fall out of memory.
That's a fact. He'll never fall out of memory. They be talking about this for the rest of our life, for the rest of our lifetimes.
Yeah.
Our lifetimes.
Yeah, they're gonna talk about it. You know what I mean?
You're definitely right about that.
I mean? He's an infamous man now.
I just say, yo, Diddy, if you get out of this, make your life private, man. Make your life private, bro.
Private. It was. A lot of people didn't know Diddy fuck niggas, and niggas was on record crying. I watched like 5 rappers crying, talking about I was just trying to party. What do you mean you partying with this man? Why y'all got the same haircut? Why y'all wearing the same clothes? I got my own son. Me and my own son to wear the same clothes, my nigga. No, I got dreads. My son got woolly hair, nigga. You better not get dreads, nigga. Better not wear my outfit, nigga. No.
You're 100% right. You're 100% right. And you're a well-spoken dude, bro. And I commend you that I could tell that you into this music shit all the way.
Yeah, I'm a hip hop.
You a hip hop fanatic.
I'm actually hip hop royalty. We're not even gonna play games. I'm literally part of the essence. I'm a blood descendant of one of the creators.
Right, we're gonna get into that.
Yeah,
we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. I got one more thing I want to talk about for this hip hop news. Let's get into Remy and Pap. Let's get into Remy and Pap.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pap, you my boy.
Shout out to my guy for writing all those bars. That's what I'm talking about.
That's my boy.
Like a big boyfriend, like a husband should. Ain't that right,
grew up
baby?
with that dude, solid dude, and yo, I can't believe you going through this. When you responded that day, I was like, nah, bro. If you don't say nothing, it hurt her even more. But it's but so much you can take, man.
It's everything is in due time, right? Pap known for sitting in his car, riding and rapping.
That's it.
He not known for talking.
Well,
how much you going to try to break a man down before his actual new lady be like, all right, you got to say something.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough. We gotta shut it down now.
Yeah, she getting tired too.
Like if we going, cause now if we gonna play, let's play. Now he wrote all your bars.
Yeah.
We gonna take that credibility from you. We just gonna take it out your hand. Boop. You a thotty body. We found you on. Look, we got niggas following you, taking pictures with you with the white boy. Look, your whole relationship is a facade.
I got a phone call today about the situation, and these is dudes that I know that attached to people about the situation.
She forgot he's a man.
And I don't want to give it up because somebody I'm gonna get a phone call after this episode. Probably like, damn, bro, can't tell you nothing.
Not enough.
But
keep it in.
I heard it's really deeper than what we know. It's deeper than what we know. Why Pap reacted the way he reacted. He felt disrespected. It's a lot of disrespect in that situation that came from Remy's part.
You violating. I know for a fact Pat probably got more relationships with her family than she do his. I know that for a fact. I know what he's doing is hurting her family.
That's a fact.
Pap the guy.
He is.
He has to be. Look how the world is reacting. Look how you acting. You acting like a bitter broad.
She acting like a bitter broad. You ain't lying, bro.
You a bitter broad, bro.
And then I seen the easy interview that he dropped the other day. He talking.
Who, Mugger Mouth?
Yeah, he talking.
Mugger Mouth. That's his new name. That's my son. He gonna always be my son for the rest of his life.
Oh, you know him?
No. But he's my son. I adopted him. I adopted academics. Those are my sons. Niggas like that, you make your son.
That's a fact.
You don't let them get away. You my son. I don't care what you say. You gonna always be my son. I seen you before money. You had a mugger mouth. You was a chipmunk before you became who you was. Money don't. You were lame in your lifetime. You just been that guy like a year. Remember, you the guy sitting in your studio reading other niggas' bars, talking about that's fire with the mugger mouth, nigga. Before you had braces, stop playing with me. Yeah. Stop playing with me. You deserve what you're getting. You fucked around with a married man. What else is supposed to happen to you?
You're right.
You run around. You came up, my nigga, now, and we happy for you, my nigga. But look at the shit that you brought. You could have stopped this. You could have called that man. You could have stopped it.
That's a fact.
And you probably would have got more out of stopping it if you would have stepped to that man. But thank you very much for doing it, because now my nigga happy. He got a champion.
He got
a real champion.
He got a female that's into him.
I'm talking all around champion. Body, intellect, skill. She's a sports phenom. She's the GOAT. That means she's the best at something.
That's a fact.
He has that now.
You have that now.
Thank you.
And I think he belongs there.
Yeah, thank you. I was gonna say, thank you. My nigga look good. He happy. My nigga is.
He always been a good dude, good with his hands. His peoples, I know Moose. Him and his man Moose, they was always into fighting and boxing.
Yeah.
All Bed-Stuy dudes. I'm not gonna say all of us, but a lot of us.
Brooklyn thing.
Fighting. We was raised fighting.
I know my big homie, the nigga who told me everything. Brooklyn. He a Bronx nigga, but he Brooklyn. He born Brooklyn. Came here, young man, big homie, Brooklyn. All the niggas in the feds I was with, all Brooklyn niggas. Yeah, we gonna handle that today.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
My thoughts come from the Bronx. My style comes from Harlem, and how I get busy in Brooklyn.
Yeah. So, how old was you when you first started getting into the music? And I see you said you were blood descendant of original hip hop. So I know it got something to do with somebody from the Bronx.
All right.
I wanted to hear it.
So
let's get into that.
The great Melly Mel is my blood cousin.
Oh, okay.
You feeling me? You know, I told this story a bunch of times, but I love telling this story because it's real. I'm 6 years old. My grandmama died, and at the funeral, 100 people come through the door, and I swear to God, he come through just like how he looked in the videos, with the jacket, with the earrings, all of that. Cock Diesel, he still Cock Diesel to this day. Cock Diesel, him and his brother, they come, they got the flowers, the arrangements. I'm a little kid, so I'm like, who's this guy? So when we get back home, reception, you know, we having a reception at the crib. This the first time I ever ate KFC in my life, and this man bought enough KFC to feed the whole funeral. You feel me? He had the money like that. Remember his "Don't Push Me" that was the song of the that was the song at the time. So he was killing
the greatest song of hip hop.
My nigga, this nigga in my house, man. I ain't know. Shake his hand. I go run upstairs, play Genesis, nigga. That's what I do. That's Melly Mel. Yep, that's my cousin. So that was my first. Now we're gonna go up. We're gonna fast forward. I'm the first ever Spanish rapper ever in the work, and a Spanish speaking rap at the same time rapper taught me how to count bars and write hooks. Shout out to the great TNT. If you ever look him up, he's in the rap horror story, whatever the fuck that shit's called, for the first rapper Spanish nigga to ever do it.
It's crazy because a Spanish dude from Brooklyn, his name was Murder One. First dude to teach me how to count bars, because I just was rapping straight out. I was rapping straight out 100 bars, and he like, yo, when he took me to the studio, he was like, yo, you gonna do a 16 after this? And I was like, yo, what's a 16? And he taught me the one.
Same thing a Spanish dude
you know
taught me that
He taught me Murder One Spanish dude.
TNT
you know what I mean?
recorded Big Pun's first everything. TNT in the same studio. They built the studio in his house in the projects. So that's the first studio I ever seen in my life. He brought me inside, and then years later we got with Rough Riders. I was I've been a Rough Rider. The equipment, shout out to Y and D and Swiss, know them. When I was young, when we started our own rap group, Loose Change, we had to drive to Yonkers and get the equipment that they recorded DMX's first 2 albums on.
Oh, okay.
So I brought that equipment to the Bronx. We built a studio by hand. I was there, I'm 15, 16. I'm helping build the studio. The booth, back that time, niggas ain't have booths that'll hold 12 people. So we had a booth in the living room, hold 12 people. Who came there? Goods came there, Lux came there, Head Ice came there. Shout out to Blade Brown, he came there. I mean, I used to rap with them, like Head Ice, the battle rapper. That's
Ice.
That's
Ice.
Ice. Head Ice hand taught me how to rap.
Yeah.
Like if you can see it in the way I do it. Head Ice literally sat me down. No, nigga, this how you write it.
When I just listened to you, when you were shooting your freestyle video. Shout out to Cinematic Cartel, Lucas saying the best with the camera in this region, to my opinion, and I could tell that you were a student. I could tell that you've been fucking around, and you're a barbarian. A lot of dudes don't use that word, but in my time we was called barbarians. Dude that don't try to put a bar together, it's natural.
Yeah.
Because you can hear some niggas bar, I be like, I'm like a floor, and you can walk, come on, it'd be so simple, but when you a barbarian, it flows. It's like water, you know what I mean? And you got the water, bro, you know what I mean?
We call it, and at the dojo, what we call Beezolay House, we call it roller skating.
Okay.
You know what I mean? When you put your roller skates on, is when you have...
It's natural.
When you have...
It's like riding a bike.
Right. Yeah. When you can combine all your skills and then ride the beat like that, no matter what you're saying, it's gonna be unmatched.
I appreciated your freestyle. Like when I was listening to you, I'm like, damn, I appreciate this one. Cause you know, some dudes just don't got no substance. They just rap, you know what I mean? Right. I appreciated yours. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a good one. I can't wait to drop this, you know what I mean? I get that, bro.
Shout out to Cinematic, man.
Nah, it's a rap. You rap.
And you brought us back together. Shout out to my man.
Shout out, man. I put these dudes had a little history. Yeah. And I was the glue to the situation.
And I want to thank Tank for that.
And that's what I want to be to this area. I want to be the glue. I don't give a fuck if you from this area and somebody else is from somewhere else. We gonna put these pieces together and let's win.
The best way we can. The best way. The ones that can mend, we gonna mend them.
Yeah, let's win, bro.
Let's
win.
Yeah.
And I see you and Rain do a lot of music together too, and I like Rain as a person too. Not only as an artist, I like him as a person also. Right. You know, he's well spoken, and I could tell that y'all cut from the same cloth and y'all play in the same kind of playgrounds because y'all like the same kind of dude. Like as far as speaking, you know what I mean? Yeah. Y'all got a project coming out together, or y'all just be sparring? I think y'all should do a project together. At least an EP.
This is the thing with me and Bravo, right? It's a big bro, little bro, cause he a big dude type of thing. So he's not a little bro, he's a big little bro, right? So big little bro, in my mind, he gotta do him. You know what I'm saying? Like in my mind, I feel like Bravo need to do him. He need to go and have his musical experiences, his journeys. He need to meet his own TK Kirkland. I mean, his own, right? He need to meet his own Tracy Morgans. Yeah. He need to meet his own Benny the Butchers. He need to meet his own people. He need to have his own stories. I don't want my stories to collide with your stories like that. I want you to, like, when you go and you have these stories, I'm gonna be there.
See, but let me say one thing. I understand what you're saying. You want him to create his own path.
Yes.
But sometimes it's like the greatest sandwich of all time is peanut butter and jelly.
You're absolutely right.
And I feel like that y'all got that. Yeah. Y'all got that kind of connection as far as artists. Right. So when it's good like that, I feel like y'all should collab.
Right.
At least an EP, 6 songs. Y'all got 6 songs already together.
I'm about to say that. Me and Bravo in the stash, 50.
See?
50 records together.
See?
This is not a lie. 50 records. But Bravo is on his Bravo mission, and Beezo is on his Beezo mission. But what it does is it strengthens Beezo house.
That's a fact.
That's what we building. We building a house.
So you got a studio up here also?
I have a studio at my crib.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I got a studio.
I know you got a podcast also. What's the name of your podcast?
Our podcast is called I Need My Money Podcast.
I Need My Money.
Yeah, we shoot at SRP Studios.
That's a fact.
Media, shout out to Smoke Roots. He allows us to use his equipment. All right. Me and my wife.
I'm gonna pull up.
The Good Money Love. We sit down. We have great conversation.
I'm gonna pull up and let's because I think this is good for what we both doing too. Exactly. My fans become your fans. Your fans become my fans.
Yeah, we need
Let's pour into each other, bro.
That's right.
Let's pour into each other. Right. So what you got up and coming like with the music? I know I've been seeing y'all sending me a lot of flyers for shows. Yeah. And me and Luke, I was talking about this recently. You about to start doing some media shit, popping out, doing little interviews here and there, and keeping it moving. We're gonna start doing that.
Be fly.
You know what I mean? Because that's where it's at.
If y'all could pull up on the 14th to our brunch. It's gonna be from 11 to 4. We're gonna have a couple of live performances. We're gonna have a DJ playing. We're gonna be serving brunch all the whole 4, about 3.5 hours. We're gonna have mostly anything you could think of breakfast wise will be made. We're gonna have turkey, bacon, regular bacon for those that do each one. We're gonna have scrambled, fried, whatever type of eggs you need. We're gonna have waffles, pancakes. We're gonna have bagels, fruits. It's gonna be in Cohoes. It's in Cohoes. Yes, in Remsen Street.
Remsen Street.
What? It's in Cohoes, Remsen Street.
Right on the corner, right?
Yeah, it's on 169 Remsen Street. J&P's Bar and Lounge. I was about to get to that. You know
We be there.
Yeah, I got some fellas coming from the town coming up, some artists from the town, some of my brothers. Shout out to True Shine. The show is sponsored by my big homie Salazar. Salazar did that. If y'all need some production, I'm trying to tell you, this man went from no beats to 400, and they all fire. If you don't believe me, go listen to my music. And I mean,
let me say something real quick, because I'm off that way. Hold on. Like, yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro.
Yeah.
That's my bro Lucas saying in the back for the camera. That's Lucas, that's the cameraman.
I've been waiting for this. Let's go.
Keep it a buck.
Let's go. I've been waiting for this.
Yo, I never told you this shit. Like, me and boy used to do mad songs back in the day. Bro.
This my dog, yo. This my dog.
Okay.
Mad songs, bro. I was like every day, bro.
Every day. I used to come get him.
See, this is with the magic. See, this
still
is
like that, dog.
This right here is divine intervention.
like that,
This is divine energy of the world bringing people back together.
Luca, I know for a fact
Luca had the little bird and all of that.
Yeah, he know for a fact he could call me at any time and tell me to come meet him somewhere, and I would meet him.
I was talking to a female friend of mine.
I've been doing this since I've known him.
I was talking to a female friend of mine the other day, and we was talking about magnetic energy. When it could be years from now. If something is meant to connect, it's gonna connect. That's the magnetic energy.
He's
of
in
the
my
world.
life for real. Luca's in my life for real.
Because he had the stew in the crib. I mean, so like I came out with a project. What's that shit? New Jack City. Bro was on probably like 7 songs, bro. We recorded all them shit at his
Word
crib.
the mother did the cover, all that, sat there, made all that shit.
Believe it or not,
before Luke, I had a camera. I had a
I
camera.
was even filming.
I've been up here for a lot of years, and everybody album that when dudes from up here was dropping, you was on a lot of dudes' albums, bro.
Yeah, I'm the workhorse, bro. I love this hip hop shit for real. I
That's
love
dope,
to rap.
bro.
I truly, really love to rap.
Shit like mad at him, bro.
I truly, really love to rap.
Now that I put the glue on the situation, y'all niggas get to work, bro.
I got some shit.
Nah, it's coming. Nah, it's dog. It's coming, bro.
And I'm talking about as far as videos and everything.
It's dog.
Y'all niggas cook up, man.
As all I needed
I smell
to do
I
is
smell
be
the
in
food in the
room
kitchen already.
with
Let's go, baby.
With my guy, because this is my guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about first name basis, sons, played in the same room, video games, nigga.
Yeah, that's
that
good.
type of shit.
You remember when what's the name was out? What's that shit? Uvu?
Yeah.
That time.
Oh, okay. All right.
Around that time.
All right. So what you got coming up? You got an album coming out?
I got take a shout out for my nigga Benny Book, multiple projects. I got the I Need My Money project coming out at the end of June this month. All the beats are produced by my bro C Lee the God. C Lee the G, you know C Lee. C Lee producing. He made the lead single Knock Knock. He made the lead single. He made all the beats. So those songs is right now. I'm gonna let the cat out the bag. Me and Bravo is working on a project together.
Bro.
We are, bro. We are. That's why I was sitting here giggling like he calling it. He calling it. I gotta do it now. We talked about it. Someone else talked about it. It's happening.
That's dope.
It's
dope,
gonna
bro.
happen. You know what I mean? I got another artist that I ran into, Hamsicle. We working on his project right now. His Beezolay House project. You know what I mean? Because I'm like Pharrell. I want to produce the whole thing.
That's dope,
you know what I'm saying? We be busting ass. And Bravo's working on his album. He looking for beats right now. Any producers that want to, you know what I mean? You got beats for sale, beats to lend, beats to sounds, anything. We'll take it for Bravo's album.
I linked in with somebody from the town, two producers, and you know, I don't know, you know,
I want to talk about it. It's funny.
The politics be so.
Yeah, dude tried to sell Bravo beats that are already sold, right? But I told Bravo, just bring the beats to the crib anyway. We're gonna rap to them and put them on your mixtape.
I told him this.
All of them. All of them.
He didn't try to sell Bravo beats that was sold. He didn't let Bravo decide if he wanted the beats yet.
Yeah, he just.
So
while Bravo was deciding, he made a move.
He made a move.
No doubt. No doubt. But that's me being petty. I'm glad we didn't do it because that's not right. But that's what my petty mind was. Nah, Bravo, just bring the beats to the studio. We're gonna record all 7 of them right now, and we're gonna put the mixtape out tomorrow. That's what type of shit we on.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? We go in like that. You know what I mean? So, but it wasn't meant to be. So when we not petty, so we was like, don't worry about it.
That's
but
a
we
fact.
back at, and then I'm working on my big project with OWO Studios. Shout out to OWO Studios. Shout out to Magic. Shout out to Face. Shout out to Chowder. Shout out to Ja.
That's my boy.
That's my Death by Chowder album. My second double
Face is
album.
from Brooklyn. That's my boy. I know his family.
That's the big homie. He's
related to my son. So you know we connected. We all the way. And shout out to JB. Shout out to Scar. You know I know Face for a long time. We family.
He's executive producer in that project.
You know
He's executive producer. Him and Magic. It's the Death by Chowder project.
He's coming next episode. Face coming up next episode.
I love it.
Said he's bringing the artists with him.
Yeah, shout out to OWO, bro. I'm talking about. I literally watched OWO transform from to like a haven for all MCs, bro. That them Sunday cook-ups is cooking. Like literally, I'm watching my bro, like he's killing it right now. You know what I mean? His studio is really knocking, and I'm glad that my year there, coming every Sunday, making music. I made about 25 songs in the time that I've been there, you know.
That's dope.
I've brought artists home to the studio, transformed their style, transformed everything, and then let them back into the world. That's what I do now. I don't sign artists. I don't even really charge to use my studio because it's a production studio.
One more thing. Let's get into two subjects. Two subjects. Top 5 dead or alive.
Top 5 dead or alive. My top 5 dead or alive. Eminem, Jay-Z. I don't want to say no. I'm gonna say it. Eminem, Jay-Z. I'm gonna be biased, my nigga. I had knocked Lil Wayne off for Dot.
3. You got 2 more.
Head Ice. And myself.
That's dope.
And I'm not saying that's just the top 5 that I like. I do love everybody. I love Big. I love Pac. I love Ghostface. I love the Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang was the first beat I ever wrote on, which is Glaciers of Ice. The first beat, I wrote like 500 bars to Glaciers of Ice. That's when I'm 13. I'm not saying that none of these artists I just have them in tears. You know what I'm saying? Like, these artists are the
first beat I ever wrote off was Laws Under the Underground. Chief Rocker. You remember that beat?
Chief Rocker #1, Chief Rocker.
That's the first beat I ever wrote off. I smoked that beat back in the days. That was my first beat I ever put my pen to. All right, greatest hip hop song of all times.
Greatest hip hop song of all time.
You.
To me, damn. I get one.
The first song you get one song.
I get
the
one
song that resonated the most to you in your career, and I'm gonna tell you mine's.
In my career, like it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter when it was. The greatest hip hop song to you.
The song that touched me the most.
That touched you the most. Everybody gets stuck here.
Cause
you wanna know mine? Want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cash Rules Everything Around Me was
Cream.
the first
Cream.
song to really resonate.
All right.
It's 2.
All right.
It's 2. I'm gonna give you 2 because I got 2. Shook One's Mobb Deep. Cash Rules Everything Around Me.
All right, we talking about
my 2 first.
I'm talking about this when I heard
great
this
songs
song,
that I was like, I might rob somebody after I listen to this.
When I heard this song, I'm gonna do
I robbed a lot.
I'm gonna do
robbed a lot of niggas in my life.
When I heard this song, I couldn't believe that a human could write this well. And then when I realized he didn't actually write it, I was like, wait a minute. This is how his mind works. Biggie Smalls, niggas bleed.
What you mean he didn't write it?
Huh?
What you mean he didn't write it?
Biggie don't write rhymes, dogs. He just says them.
No, he didn't just say them. All right. I got this.
Because you forgot. I don't know. I believe, because this is what I believe. I believe.
Dudes, all right.
Go ahead.
I met Biggie Smalls
crush
before.
My childhood.
No, I'm not gonna crush you. It's everything you said because it's still the same. It's still the same.
Yeah.
But I know somebody that writes like this and Big wrote like this. Say a line, add a line, then say the 2 lines together. Say them lines, add a line. So
yeah.
He wrote it, but it wasn't on.
That's not writing. That's not called writing.
Yeah, you're right.
Called writing.
That's still freestyle.
Writing is when you actually. Well, hold on. Writing is when you actually pick up a pen and have to put it down, and then you pick up a piece of paper and you read off a piece of paper. That is not the same thing.
His mind was like a fucking.
If a man can sit there and hear the
niggas right, niggas bleed.
No, he wrote it.
He just
he wrote it, bro.
From a person, listen.
He wrote it, but he added the lines, bro.
No, from a person.
He registered like so. Say like you say your first line.
Giving him ideas.
Luca.
Say if you say your first line and then you add a line. Then you say those 2. Then you say those 3. Then you say those 4.
Luca, I know what this was big. I know this is what Big was doing because I've been doing it for 12 years. Right? I haven't wrote a rhyme in almost 12 to 15 years. I'm talking about physically wrote a rhyme down. I've made 20 albums, mixtapes, everything. Everything you hear me rap. No pen. There is no pen to it. There's no phone. There's no rhymes in my phone. No. What are we doing?
No,
what are we doing?
You're standing in the corner talking to yourself.
Yeah, and then when I get the
that's a fact.
Yeah, and then
all of a sudden
the whole song come.
I know another rapper that does this.
I know a rapper that does it. That I just found out he does it, and that's why I know he's that nice.
I was part of a group called Law and Order, and my partner name was GY. We used to go to the studio. My thing was, I go in the bathroom.
Right.
I go in the bathroom and I hit that paper, pop,
Right.
pop, 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 pop. Come out with the hook and everything. I never seen G pick a pen up.
That's right. He
He be sitting there like this.
the first person I've ever seen.
I'm like,
do
oh
it
shit.
is
So then when he used to go after me or go before me, I used to be like, no, this nigga didn't.
fuck. How the fuck did he just say all of that? How did he, Renzo?
Everybody that I know that don't write is fucking gifted, bro. That is a fucking gift.
I don't write.
You gifted.
I don't write, though. Nah.
You gifted.
I can make any song.
I write. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't write. I write.
It's an amount of freedom that I have. It allows me to make up these punchlines that I don't have to say like. Because I have to say it in rhythm now. I'm not. I mean,
I'll show you. All right, look. This was 3 days ago. I just wrote a 16 for somebody. My man Don Real asked me to get May 30th. So I write. But it's kind of
Bravo writes.
no. You know what I feel like I do when I say I write. I kind of feel like I write, but I get it out, and then not to forget it, I put it down.
Yeah, nah.
That's what I do.
It's not wrong.
That was my thing.
It's
But
not
to
wrong.
not write nothing,
Nothing.
you are a fucking
Nothing.
hard drive. That's what the fuck you are. No freaky.
Yeah.
You are a hard drive, motherfucker. If you could do that.
My brain is because I'm weird. So
No, you're not weird.
I say in my head there's a long hallway with nothing but file cabinets about 6 stories high with
I'll tell you
rhymes in it.
something. Every weird person, bro,
And that's what all the
are
rhymes are.
geniuses.
And I go into
Everybody
the file
that's
cabinet.
a genius is not normal. You're
I
not
need that.
normal. That not normal is what's normal. We are the outsiders to people that are geniuses. Honestly.
And I'm a teacher. Like that's my other superpower. So when I get like, I'm gonna shout out to Himsicle. He came to the studio today and he couldn't believe it. He made 5 songs in 4 hours. And then when we got to the 5th song, I made the beat on the spot. He wrote the hook. I made him lay it down, and then he watched me just freestyle the whole verse, and was like, "Bro, how did you come up with all of that? How you rapping about what we was talking about and all of that? You just no pen, no.
You just got it. Some people got it and
right
some
on the
people
spot,
don't, bro.
right on the spot, and I'm like, bro, that's your record. So now I mean, like, I'm a workhorse.
So what works for your future? What's your future endeavors with this music shit?
I'm doing it. This is it. Being here, getting with my guy again. That's it. Having my wife see it, doing my podcast.
Shout out to you too. You was the first person to come up here with their wife with them.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, somebody else came with their wife.
Yeah.
But
Shout out to them too.
Shout out to them too. I respect that.
Right.
Because to have your support system with you is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I know dudes that got business and I was talking to my man. He like, yo, bro, my wife ain't never even watched one of my videos. I played it for her. She was like, when you did that or when you recorded that. So it makes you think like.
I say that second one a lot because I'll leave for work and come home and he'll have like 8 songs done.
That's dope.
Yeah.
But no, you're here right now. You're present.
Yeah, she's
you're
present.
pouring into his craft.
Yeah.
You're believing into his craft. That's dope.
Because
That's
he
dope.
poured into mine.
That's
So,
right.
Come on,
you
bro.
know,
It's
respect
his turn.
Yeah, but
respect
wifey
you,
went
bro.
from making $15
Respect
an
you.
hour to over 100,000 a year.
That's dope. And you believed in her.
Yeah.
And that's what it takes. It
Bought a
takes a
house.
belief. It takes a belief for you to believe in one another for a marriage.
Now it's my
to work.
turn. Now when I'm making 100 bands a year, we could you know.
That's a fact.
Now that's 200 bands a year.
That's a fact.
Family.
So let's do this, bro. I'm gonna say this. Whatever we could do to build off of each other, let's build off of each other, bro.
let's get to it, bro.
I'm gonna pull up on your podcast whenever you got a second for me to pull up.
It's money.
You reach out.
It's
we'll
bags.
exchange
It's
numbers.
bags all over the place, bro.
Let's get into
play
it, bro.
with some of these bags.
Let's get into
I'm
it.
so happy. I'm gonna keep it 1,000, bro. I've been waiting for this. I knew he worked with you. I know Bravo's that's my
It's
little
divine
bro.
intervention, bro,
And
because-
I'm just waiting patiently. Like I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get to him. Me and Bravo spoke. I'm gonna
You
get
was
to
sending me music. I said,
Yeah.
it's my bro turn. And I had somebody else today, but I pushed them to 2 weeks. Cause it just was divine intervention.
Yeah, let's
bro.
get it.
The
Let's
energy of the world can't be stopped. You know what I
I
mean?
want to send my guy. I want him to keep cooking. He is nice.
Yeah,
he
that's
is
a
nice.
fact.
I watched him. I pulled up on Luca. He got the when he had the big gimbal. And he used to just be sitting around doing this, doing this. Nigga. Ain't nobody filming. He's
Big
filming
Luca.
a wall. He's filming a wall. Like, what are you doing? I'm just working it. I'm working it.
I love doing
just
this
working
shit, bro. One thing I want to say before we end this episode. I love doing what we doing, and everything happens for a reason. If it's meant for you to take that path, that's the path you're gonna take, even
Just
if you don't like it.
Take it with bravery.
That's right.
Be
Take
brave.
it with pride. Be brave.
Even
That's
though it's
right.
scary. Be brave. It was. You think I wasn't nervous pulling up? Me and this man ain't talking eons.
Hold
like
on.
we talking.
When me and you talked the other day, you said, "Tell him first, bro, before I be there." So,
Please.
and when I called him, it was nothing. He was like, "Nah, we good, bro. That ain't even a conversation. That wasn't even a conversation." And I'm glad to see us as
wanted to
black
see
men.
him.
Us as black men, we can do this. We can build each other up, and make this shit mean something, man.
Like a little while ago, we gonna take care of that too, bro.
That's a
You know what I'm
fact.
talking about, right?
Of course, my G.
I don't be forgetting this
I know.
Yo, pour a shot. Let's take a shot for the land.
I'm wet.
Let's
I gotta
take
go
a-
to a party. Shout out to Esco. We about to go and turn up for my nigga.
Oh, Esco having something
yes,
tonight?
Mixtape release party.
Oh, all right.
All the way in
I gotta
Troy.
get in tune with Esco. Come on,
Yes,
let's take a shot.
Esco the movement, bro.
Sure,
Yeah.
I'm getting in too.
Let's go to movement. Cheers.
Come on.
Yeah, I gotta put it in. I'm already bop. They doing me. They got what's this? This the cat. Mr. Kevin Hart,
Oh,
right?
it's the Kevin Hart Gran Carino.
Ah man.
My son
Yeah,
gonna be on
Reposado.
Oh Lord, Kevin
Yeah.
Hart.
Had mad crazy nights off that.
Yeah, you know. You call me the next morning like, what's going on?
Cheers.
Big shout out to
Salute.
more life, more success.
That's right. More winning.
Procrastination is a disease.
Yes.
If you wake up and you want to do that shit, do that
Just
shit,
do
love
that
that shit,
shit.
own that shit.
That's right.
And no risk, no motherfucking reward.